We back, boy DtaeNoDinero. Listen, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on none of my future videos. One of the best reaction channels out here in the nation, especially because we like to pay homage to all the greats. Normally, we post a lot of Larry Bird on this channel, and if you're a Larry Bird fan, hit that subscribe button. Go to my channel and check out the Larry Bird playlist. But somebody in the comments on one of my last videos told me to check out some Bill Russell. So today we're going to check out some Bill Russell highlights and see if young folk was right or if young folk was wrong about the 1960s and 1960 basketball players. But hey, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button, silly. Let's get it.
If you were starting a team from scratch and you could have any player in history, who would be your very first pick?
In my estimation, the guy that has to be there would be Bill Russell. He won 11 championships as a player. The idea of what excellence is when you win championships.
Russell covers an incredible area of the court. Look at that big man move. He has all the tools. Quick hands, fine balance.
Russell, of course, gets the rebounds and starts that fast break. Celtics lead 43-39. Heinsohn, Russell. That was a big basket by Russell.
I was one of the best athletes on the planet. I ran hurdles and I long jumped.
Belcher Taylor driving across the middle. 94-80.
I was ranked number 2 and number 3 best high jumper in track and field in the whole world at the time. And I could run the 400 meters in the 40s.
40 seconds remaining, an 8-point lead. Bill Russell goes in. He dunks it.
My vertical was I could get my eyes above the rim, and I could touch the top of the backboard.
Siegfried, guarded by Goodrich. Russell rebound. Cousy in the lane. Russell.
He was a complete basketball player. I'm talking about the fact that the man could score. He averaged 17 points a game, which is only about 7 points less than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And we all know how he played defense.
You, Michael Jordan, Wilt, you have to pick one person. Who do you pick?
You pick Bill Russell. He will never distort your defense or your offense. I can close down the whole front court. The way I play, my team wins.
Bill did it in a variety of ways as far as blocking shots, keeping them in bounds, running the floor. We just try to make everybody around us better, and sometimes you got to be creative about it. The bar was set very high when we got there, and all we could do is just do our best to win championships and pay and continue to honor Bill Russell because he is the man.
Bill Russell was the perfect all-star teammate, precisely because his very raison d'etre was to make everybody else look good. Points did not interest him. He got you the ball. That's what he did. Fantastic rebounding by Big Bill Russell. Bill Russell, 30 points and 40, I repeat, 40 rebounds.
He can even pressure Oscar into errors.
There's never been a defensive force equivalent of Bill Russell. He completely changed the game of basketball, completely defined the history of the game of basketball, and he did it without the ball. That's what Bill Russell did.
Russell just about invented what you could call defensive attack. Great spring and timing, and a keen mind which he's disciplined to anticipate his opponent's moves.
I never considered a good defensive play until we hit the ball.
Russell deflected it and keeps it. Beautiful play.
But that's why when I block shots, I always block them in place where I can go get it.
You never put one in the front row.
No. In fact, I used to sometimes would just touch with my fingertip just to change direction.
Russell thought that he could will his team to win.
Any person you ever played against that worried you?
Wilt? Are you kidding?
It was like two titans of the game meeting.
It was a classic confrontation. The greatest offensive player ever and the greatest defensive player. I figured I could not play with him vertically. I spent most of the evening trying to get him to play side to side. That way I can neutralize some of the difference. But I had to change it every game. First of all, he's very tall, very strong, and very smart, very dangerous.
The motivation to win, only 1, 2, 3. What's the motivation behind all that?
Well, my only interest was winning the games. I wanted to win every game.
Russell all alone. Look at Russell come down. And what a play, Bill Russell! What a play by Bill Russell!
And so the only mental part left is you decide to do it. Am I willing to take his ability and make us win games with it? There's no magic.
Goes in and Russell blocks it. And now Russell has made 3 big plays in the last 3 minutes of the game. He plays in 21 winner-take-all. Somebody is going home tonight game. His record, 21-0. It's all over. And there they go. They've won it again.
The man has 11 rings and 10 fingers.
So, I'm kind of intrigued with this whole Bill Russell Wilt Chamberlain beef. Honestly, before I get that far, I want to state that at the beginning of this video, I kind of had watched like a few seconds of it, and I kind of laughed. Okay, I didn't kind of laugh. I laughed hard. I laughed hard. Because the young folk, they would eat this video up. If the young folks seen the way that they was playing basketball in the 60s, they would be like, listen, what are y'all old folks talking about? No, they could not hang with these players in today's league. And I would have to agree. The game has changed drastically. No offense to nobody that played basketball in the 1960s. That was just the way basketball was played. All respect to everyone that played. Y'all paved the way for everybody that came after y'all. Y'all made so many families wealthy, changed their lives, gave them inspiration, motivation, and so much more. We definitely appreciate y'all for that. But unfortunately, I gotta be honest here. That boy Bill Russell was out there looking like Angel Reese in the WNBA. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm not trying to be funny. But the way that I see Angel Reese play in the WNBA right now is bringing a lot of attention to the league, to the WNBA. It's like, you know, just the way she gets rebounds, her putbacks, her shot selection. What I just seen coming from Bill Russell just reminded me of that. But that was almost 80 years ago. What was it, 60s? So what's that? The 24, 25 is 66. So we're going for 4 and then 30. So 34 plus 25. That was almost 50 years ago. So the game has changed so drastically. I just had to be honest about that. But all due respect, I don't think it's funny because they didn't have any skill. That was Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain were the epitome of the skill level of what was going on back in the 60s. They were him. They were LeBron. They were Kobe. They were him. Okay. And that was just the game. So I apologize if my laughter seemed to offend anyone. I'm not laughing at the way that the game was played. I'm just laughing at what it looked like. Okay. It's just the way that it looked. And I know that the young folk would look at that and they would eat that up. No, the 70s, 80s different. The 60s, I don't know. But I am intrigued with this video. Bill Russell definitely was one hell of a defender. I mean, the way he controlled the game and the floor, just because he was so much bigger than everybody, and you know everybody knew that the ball was going to go through him if they needed to get a bucket. He really kept the game intense for everybody else out there because they didn't know what was going to happen. Now it seems like whenever he met up against Wilt Chamberlain, that nerfed whatever it was that he was doing, that skill, being able to facilitate, had that IQ to be able to control the flow of the game and not want points, but really just to he was like the Joker before the Joker, basically, because he was bigger than everybody else and he just controlled the flow. And he was a defender. He didn't really care about points, but we know he could have got all the points if he wanted to, just like the Joker. And yes, Joker does get a lot of points and sometimes has most of the points on his team, but it's because he has to in order to get the win. Bill Russell in that case didn't have to. He helped his team score so much that he just, maybe they said he averaged 17 points. Obviously in that time, 17 points must have been a lot. And on top of the fact that it mattered, he probably was getting 10 plus rebounds. You got 5, 6, 7 blocks a game. You got steals. And, you know, just to hustle overall on defense, guarding the biggest man out there, having to, you know, exert all your energy on that. I got to give Bill Russell his respect here. Now, do I think he's the greatest of all time? No. I still got to get that to Larry Bird. But do I think he's the greatest Celtic of all time? It's up for debate. Maybe I need to watch some more videos. But I won't know how many more videos I'm going to watch if this video doesn't get any likes. So, if y'all did like this video, please make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you want to see some more Bill Russell or Larry Bird, anything Celtics about, anything about sports overall in general, you like my content, hit that subscribe button. I'm about to be trying to push out as many videos as I can today, but unfortunately, I do want to let y'all know now that if this video does not have any sound on it, it's because I've already uploaded it once with the sound, and I got a copyright. Okay, that means that basically saying I cannot use this video with the music going on in the background. So I apologize now that if this video is uploaded without any audio for, you know, the original content. Not me personally, but the original content. But yeah, listen, it's your boy DtaeNoDinero. I got mad more videos I got to push out today. We starting off with Bill Russell. We probably might end off with Larry Bird. Stay tuned. Be ready for more content. And it's your boy DtaeNoDinero. We out. Peace. Let's get it.